Yes, please don't ever change your number. I'm still cleaning, and yes, I'm still wearing gloves. I found so many fun things, Loretta. But what's even more fun is its layers of years. You know, like everything just got piled on top, and that's when I take away one thing, it brings back a memory, and then the next layer kind of builds memory upon memory. Honestly, I haven't felt well for that long. I think, okay, I know it's gonna sound simple. I do believe the beginning, the foundation of all my ailments is allergy. Now for me, it's a gluten intolerance. I know I've never been to like an everyday doctor that wants a test for, you know, any allergens outside of like a normal possibility of allergy test. I haven't even had them asked to do an allergy test. Well, yeah, it was on accident. She's a functional medicine doctor. So, I'm gonna say, let's see, it's 2023. At least 10 years ago, she finds a blood test that says I have a gluten intolerance. Didn't take her serious. Here I am, 10 years later, with a ton of aches and pains. No. My joints, all that pain is dissipated. And then there's no cure for, you might have a wheat or dairy or egg. Loretta, just go make your appointment like yesterday. I think there's two reasons why possibly they don't do an allergy test. It's so hard to stay away from your allergens. And then when you do make the effort to withdraw, terrible withdrawal symptoms like flu, the whole 9 yards, from top to bottom. You can have any of them. Well, the reason I say that is, no, if he had to, on his own, give up wheat, dairy, and eggs, he would not. I've kind of had to secretly introduce these surprise foods to him. No, it's terrible. I don't specifically mention it unless he asks. That's cost a lot of money. So yeah, I think that's why doctors, I think they know that even if they spent all the money, did an allergy test, the odds that somebody can give up their allergens is, I don't know. It's not easy, Loretta. So even when you do decide you're going to give it up, you go through bad withdrawals. Yes, any kind of flu symptom. They say you get when you go through fasting and withdrawals and food, but it's never been that bad for me. But so I think doctors know that it's so hard to give it up, so they just bypass that, and their goal when you get there is to help you feel better as soon as possible. ASAP. ASAP. As soon as possible. Oh my goodness, my parents said that all the time, really? Yeah, well, your mom probably didn't use it in a dental office environment. Bless her heart. No, mainly my dad. And then my mom picked it up and us kids picked it up because we knew dead meant business. Yeah, so, no, I thought I lost my coffee. The reason why I think today, after all these years of life, I really have had to give up gluten completely. No, you don't notice it overnight. That's another discouraging aspect. When you give up something, you think, oh, I'm going to feel better. With gluten, it takes months. I heard it can take anywhere from 2 to 4 months to completely get out of your system. So, also, I didn't take it seriously, Loretta. Do you know how many things have gluten? Even his dairy-free fruit frozen dessert, bigger than beans, had some kind of gluten in it. No, at this point, the health effects have been so detrimental for me that I'm reading every single label of everything I put in my mouth, seriously. And my big weakness used to be sourdough bread. I don't even do that anymore. I guess your allergy has to come so close to killing you or ruining your life so terribly that's when you get serious. Shame on me. At this age, exactly. So now I'm realizing, like, I'm feeling good again. I have more energy. All these things, right? So as I've been doing the same thing with him, yes, he's got more energy. No, he's not affected by gluten. His is eggs, dairy, and wheat. So he's happier. He's more interactive, less tired. That's when it dawned on me. I took how I felt with my gluten problem. I'm looking upon him as I'm secretly helping him withdraw from his allergens. And it's like the difference between night and day. And I'm really beginning to wonder if allergies are the beginning to depression. Had I just been paying attention to myself, I wouldn't have come to this conclusion. But because exactly, he's never been down. It's like night and day, though we have so many things in common. He is a happy, optimistic personality. I'm more fearful, pessimistic, what's that vision? Oh, like tunnel vision. I know when they put the horses on the track and they put those blinders. Exactly. So I thought it was just me because I was so down. But to see what it did to him, and I'm beginning to think it's the bottom line to depression, the beginning of onset of depression. And remember that shore hoarding or hoarder? Yes. Well, never was I that bad. Never. Yes, I collect empty food containers, but not like a hoarder. Trust me, Loretta, I have the cleanest food containers in town, trust me. Yeah, right, for my empties videos. But, yes, and I used to keep them on the counter many years because I never had a piece of paper nearby that I could start my grocery list and say, okay, I need this and this and this and this. So, plus with me not feeling well, I could never finish the task, and it would go on day after day after day. So at the end of 3 days, yes, it did look like I could have been a hoarder. Terrible, I know. Well, right before Easter, I know. Well, honestly, I'm even one little bit of gluten when I'm realizing how long it takes to get out of your body, it's not worth it for me. Dairy, egg, and grain allergy, I think, is different. Yeah, I was sweating bullets the whole time. He always, I know, bless his heart, every year he just gets the biggest box of chocolate he can find. Well, it's easy. Anything that's a dark chocolate goes to him. And then it's a toss-up with the milk chocolate. Yeah, they tell you the ingredients, but they don't tell you exactly in which piece of candy has wheat or gluten. Or I think I did okay, but that's a lot of sugar. So I was inhaling a piece of candy, vitamin C, piece of candy. I know, Loretta, I do all these crazy things, and I just need to be more disciplined. Okay, so Easter. It's been a while, ever since they raised their prices to $1 a quarter. I seem to favor Walmart. Oh, and I think I want to start. I might start Aldi again. I miss Aldi. Yeah, they're on Instacart, but they used to have a flyer in the weekly flyer mail. And they don't anymore, and I think I lost my enthusiasm. I know. To me, it's more fun on a paper flyer. Mm-hmm. I know. I used to love that about Target. Walk through the door and tons of flyers. Oh, yeah, I always ask. But how often have I even been there now since COVID? How often have I been anywhere since COVID? Oh, and yesterday, I'm just disgusted. We were in the lobby. The dentist, yeah, he had an appointment. We're in the lobby. He gets disgusted waiting, takes his mask off simply because he's looking at the whole family, the mom, the dad. I'm assuming mom, dad, and kid, no mask. So he blatantly grabs his mask and kind of almost throws it on the floor. I was sick. No, yes, because he's that way. Like, I could care less if I'm the only one in the lobby wearing a mask. And he's thinking like I always think of it like a 2-year-old. They're not wearing a mask. I know, but so it just makes me. Well, I thought for sure the medical places would hold out, and yesterday KFI of all things, and I think this is why he was disgusted. Listen to this on our way. I know. How long have we been listening to them? Forever. And junior high and high school, they would drive us to and from school, yes, and Dad would have KFI. He used to listen to KFI and KNX since 70. Boring. And now I love talk radio. Anyways. He was probably thinking, they said they came across results regarding masks during COVID that they are of no value. And the reason they chose to believe it is they didn't go by one test. They took a whole cumulative. This one company took all these different masks, assessment things. And their end result was that masks were of no better value, whether the person wore it correctly or incorrectly. Any, including the N95. My daughter and I are just gasping, and he sat there quiet. So I'm sure he used that as his reasoning for ripping his mask off. I'm choosing not to believe it. I'm choosing to believe my N95 is somewhat helpful. I'm willing to wear two. I'm willing to wear 2 N95s. So, gasping, kind of arguing with the radio. And then I just shut the radio and said, she said, well, she thinks it's terrible. And I said, I know what's happening. We're getting a lot of stories and shock and awe for ratings. And I have all these guess hypotheses about allergies and the shock and awe topics is they're losing viewership, and it's a last ditch effort with TV and radio. because there's TikTok, there's YouTube, there's all these other things. Hypothesis. I know we've only had like one phone conversation, and I've already presented to you my two hypotheses, right? Terrible. So now you know what I do in my spare time. Oh, guess what I found? No, I found, remember the one video we did together? And you came over and we did card arts and crafts. We made a, it was some kind of subscription you had. I found it. Oh, I was thinking to surprise you and mail it to you and say, guess who? It was so cute, I kept it. Was it 2017? Oh. So what do you think you do more now? More of the stitching or crochet or knitting or the cards? Is that what floss tube is? Yeah, like YouTube, they want floss. So it's meaning string, art with string, from threading to a thick yarn. That's what I thought. Well, that's... let's figure out what... I might chicken out at the last minute, depending on how well my sweetheart's gonna wear or not wear his mask. We'll see. Yeah. We'll just pray for a nice day so we can stay poolside. Oh. How long does that take? So she makes the appointment, and then they just start draining, or she starts draining till they get there. Oh, that'll be nice. Oh, and in all honesty, he was so disappointed. Always wanted a built-in swimming pool, but then when he got it and he realized, yeah, they used it. He spent more time washing down the sides. He enjoyed that. It was exercise. It was outside in the sun. He did outdoor gardening. He did a ton of stuff. And then he'd dive in the pool, cool off, do some more gardening. The kids were in and out, but they were real little at the time. And then there came a time when exactly earthquakes came along, and so many homes with built-in pools all of a sudden were getting not as much as they thought, because a built-in pool became a liability. So then when we moved here, oh no, and they did say, if we have a built-in pool, we're gonna build it ourselves. And yes, they were our neighbors back in the 60s, and that was their big thing. when we move, we're going to invite you all to our new built-in swimming pool. And they did build it themselves, and it was awesome. It was huge. And so when he said that, no, I know. And then we had kids, and then comes to find out that they loved exactly every weekend, during the summer they were at the pool. And there were two of them. There was an indoor pool and an outdoor pool. They had the best time. And then they become lifeguards. Both of them. They still do lifeguarding. Yeah. Even in their 30s, people still call them for pool parties. Like $100 for a couple hours. Is that like... And, oh no, it's just word of mouth. And now they're having the kids who have kids of their own. Yeah, they're calling them. They said, I remember you were at lifeguard at my party. Yeah, and so now they're... Yeah, so... And even our hot tub, we just chose not to put it in the ground. Not nearly as much. I don't know. I think I have just a crazy fear of... I have 4 joint implants, and they seal the incision with Elmer's glue and a lot of stitching and whatever tape. I know I would stay in there for hours, day after day. Yes, even in the summer, I'd go in there during the day. I'd use it as a swimming pool during the day. But no, that could never happen. But in my mind, I always think of the, super glue coming undone. I don't know. It's that crazy Loretta has no truth whatsoever. Another one of my big worries in life, right? Okay, well, let's do this. Let's figure out how many would actually come to the Easter party on Easter Sunday, or how many people would even come on Sunday. And are they even in town? I think they call it spring break. So maybe we should call it a spring party. I don't know. So you can figure out the day of the party by seeing who's in town and who's not in town. And of course, we'll change it if everybody's out of town. Yeah, the week before, the week after. I know they had Mardi Gras. Something about on National Day calendar, there's like 2 or 3, maybe 4 days that's in reference to Mardi Gras. I don't know, is it a Catholic thing? But of all things, Lauren Lawrence Welk rerun from the 70s, and it was Mardi Gras. I think he was Catholic. Yeah, I think my mom had a secret crush on him. He went to our church. And I think my mom, yeah, because every time she'd see him at church, at a young age, I felt that she was like blushing or like getting giddy over a movie star. No, not like a big movie star. He was a singer on the Lawrence Welk show, the Irish guy. I forgot his name now. Oh no. I think he died in the early 2000s, I think. Well, I'll look for some. It's going to be hard to find. Okay, I'll look for some chocolate. She does? Maybe I should call her. Maybe she knows more about finding chocolate without the dairy. Okay, where's my little... I got my pen and my little... I've had the best time finding things. I have this little journal. Like 2 pen refill cartridges, but I don't know how to find a pen refill cartridge. I'm guessing I have to go in person. Okay. I'll start getting. Okay. Alright. And then we compare our notes and the guest list. Okay, Loretta. Bye. I better help her with the guest. Cameron's. Sarah and John. And what about Price family? Sedgwicks. Sedgwicks. SCDG. Okay. Grace. Betty. Betty. Oh, shame. Cereal. Awesome. Alright, okay. Four. 7. Okay. Oh, sure. Oh, what's it? Or, there's cereal. And cereal. Yeah. And that. 2. Cereal. And got that. Got that. Yeah. No. Got that. I better help her with the guest. Mm. Cameron's. Mm. Sarah and John. And what about Price family? Sedgwicks. Sedgwicks. SCDG. Okay. Grace. Betty. Betty. Oh, shame. Oh, yeah. Sarah. Nine. Oh, awesome. All right, okay. Four. 7. Okay. Oh, sure. Or there's cereal and cereal. Yeah. And not two. And good time. Yeah. No. Oh. Good time. Mm. I know, I better help her with the kiss. Mm. Cameron's. Mm. Sarah and John. What about, Price family. Sedgwicks. Sedgwicks. SCDG. Okay. Grace. Betty. Betty. Let's see. Sarah. Nine. Awesome. All right. Okay. Four. 7. Okay. Oh, sure. Or and good time. Yeah. Like that.